Hey,
Where's my package?
huh?
I have a package I received.
Oh,
Let's see what's over here.
I didn't see anything at the door.
No, I'm sorry, over there. It said it was the regular.
They finally got the air fixed.
Yeah. What they had to do?
Clear out a line.
Nice.
Hey, how you doing? Hope you've had a good day. Hope you're well. Just waiting another minute or two to get started. Um, while we're waiting, I'll just give you a brief preview of what I'll be talking about today. Um, today I'll be talking about chronic pain in bathing. And there's a lot of us out there that don't have it, but then there's a lot of us out there that do, like myself. So I'll be talking about that today, giving you, just giving you a little bit of insight, hopefully some things to, that can maybe help you, some things that I've used on a daily basis to help me. Okay. All right. So let me greet everybody. I do hope everybody's well, and I hope everybody's had a good day. And welcome to Mental Health Monday. All right. Uh, today's topic is bathing and chronic pain. Now, some of us have had chronic pain most of our lives, and while some of us who have acquired it, like myself, I've just acquired, chronic pain about 5 years ago. Um, it's something you learn to adjust to, but you never get used to it. Now, for the past 5 years now, I've been dealing with chronic pain after a work injury left me with a cracked hip and three surgeries. I've kind of come to understand pain very well. But the one thing that pain has definitely done, um, it's definitely changed my whole life, literally. Um, it is now a total process to put on my shoes, to put on my clothes, to walk from room to room. Um, but what is now that wasn't a challenge, but is it's a challenge to bathe. And when I tell you, I get so frustrated because of the pain. I get so frustrated, I feel like I'm going to explode. I don't know what to do because you feel helpless. But I've learned some things from my therapist, and I'll get to those in just a little bit. All right, now I have found that pain has also wreaked havoc on my mental. Um, there have been some days where I just don't want to bathe. I really don't. Been some days where I don't bathe because I hurt, so bad. Now, not saying that I don't get to wash up in the sink because I do, but that's even challenging, when trying to do that. As I said before, I had to talk to my therapist, and he told me that it was perfectly normal, to feel hesitant about the pain. And I told him, I said, "Okay, doc, I got that, but what can I do about it?" So he said, "I can give you some exercises to help alleviate the hesitation." I said, the hesitation? He said, yes. He said it will help relieve the hesitation of you, getting in the tub. He said these things will help relieve a little help relieve a little pain. He said, but not a whole lot. He said, but it will get you comfortable enough to where you can get in the tub and get out. And I didn't believe him at first. I didn't. I did not believe. Yeah. But I didn't believe him at first. But I started doing these things. I said, you know what? I don't have anything to lose. let me at least try. So when I spoke to him, he broke it down to me like this. He gave me numerous exercises to do, and I said, okay. So number one was, hey, how you doing? Number one was was breathing exercises. He said, just sit quietly and just focus on breathing in and out. And y'all, you never know how much that will help if you just sit quietly, don't do anything, get from around everybody. I know that's kind of hard if you have young children, but you can get it in, even next to your children, because they understand when mommy and daddy is trying to, or they'll grow to understand when mommy and daddy is trying to relax. You're trying to release some tension. Okay, they'll learn. All right, number two, clearing the mind. Clearing your mind and focusing on something that relaxes you. Clearing your mind and focusing on something that relaxes you. And that can be anything, but just clearing your mind. And I found when I first started doing this, I found it very hard to clear my mind because I was more focused on the pain than clearing my mind. But, once I got in practice of it, I learned how to clear my mind. All right, number three, drink something warm. Try a relaxing cup of tea. Now, there's many varieties, and I'll just break down a few. All right. Turmeric tea. Turmeric tea gives you happy feelings and helps with inflammation. Chamomile tea helps with anxiety and helps you relax and helps you sleep. Peppermint tea combats mental stress. Saffron and green jasmine tea. Now, I haven't drank saffron tea before. I haven't. I can't testify about that one, but I have drank green jasmine tea, and it gives feelings of positivity and happiness. And I am a regular user of lavender tea, and it soothes your nerves, calms your mind, and soothes your muscles of your body. Okay, so for a lot of us out there that's in therapy all of the time, drink you some lavender tea, some green lavender tea, and that will help. That will help you relax, help ease your muscles. Okay, and also drink some lavender tea, and that will help with your muscles as well. Okay. All right, number four, a warm shower. If you can just get in the shower and, just get under some warm water, that will help wash a lot of tension and stress away. Okay. I know how it is, trying to do anything with pain. But if you can just, if you need somebody to help you, get somebody to help you so that you can, reap the benefits of a warm shower. When I get in the shower, I try and I make it as hot as possible and I let it run on my back, my neck, my shoulders, and my hip. So, I try and get full benefits of a warm shower. Okay. And number five is one of my go-tos, ice and heat applications. This has worked tremendously well for me. It helps with inflammation and joint pain. On some of my worst days, I've gotten a heating pad, and I put the heat on there, and take the heat off for about 20 minutes, and then put some ice on there, and then take the ice off and put some heat on. I rotate it, and it helps. It helps with the inflammation, and it helps, with the achiness. Okay. If you are like me and you do have chronic pain, seek out ways to make your life a little bit more pleasant. All right, because there's already a struggle trying to work through chronic pain. All right. If some of you have therapists out there, or some of you have physical therapists out there, some of you have physical therapists out there, talk to them. Talk to them and find out what you can do to make life a little easier for you. All right. All right. Everybody have a great night and a great day tomorrow. Bye-bye.
Just finishing up.
Yeah.
Perfect time.
She's in there.
Okay, yeah.
You